Sounds like somebody all tabbed.
Most test subjects do experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, all right? Although if you do feel alarmed, try to hold on to that feeling, because that is the proper reaction to being told
Told that you got brain damage.
what I'm saying at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me, just say yes.
Jumping to say apple. Classic move coming up.
But never mind, say apple. Apple. Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
All reactor core safeguards are now non-functional. Please prepare for reactor core meltdown.
Okay, look, I wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here. How you doing down there? You still holding on? The reserve power ran out, so of course the whole relaxation center stops waking up the bloody test subjects. Hold on, this is a bit tricky. And of course, nobody tells me anything. No, why should you tell me anything? Why should I be kept informed? You know, about the life functions of the 10,000 bloody test subjects I'm supposed to be in charge of. Why? It's close. Can you see? Am I gonna make it through? Have I got enough space?
I'll switch to Richard's audio. It's a bit better.
And whose fault do you think it's going to be when the management comes down here and finds 10,000 flipping vegetables? Alright, see, no, I hear that one. I hear that one. Okay, listen, we should get our story straight, alright? If anyone asks, and no one's going to ask, don't worry.
About to get into the first map of this video game very soon. Well, technically, the part of this map that actually plays like a normal map.
There's a piece of equipment in there that we're going to need to get out of here. I think this is a
But within the next few minutes, we'll get into the run.
Good news.
Some context: Spidda has a PB of 1 hour 7 minutes 28 seconds, and Richard has a PB of, where is he? Well, oh, I'm not sure, but it is worse than Spidda's PB. That for sure, I know. And we're off.
And again, welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. We are currently experiencing technical difficulties due to circumstances of potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. However, thanks to emergency testing protocols,
Personally, I think this race is going to Spidda. Overall, a more experienced and higher skill player, but as always, we could see an upset.
The portal will open and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1. Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire
emergency.
Please note the incandescent particle field.
One thing that you'll see that you just saw is people waiting before doors and elevators, and that's to skip that's to save time using the dialogue. Basically, they're triggers that let you know, or that let the game know when dialogue is over and when you can fade into the next level. So by going into an elevator at the right time, you can get the optimal fade, since there are multiple triggers. That's the short explanation. Thus, usually runners have to memorize the optimal dialogue to enter the elevator for almost every chamber. Some of them it doesn't matter, but
Good. Because of the technical difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment is unsupervised. Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the conclusion of testing, Please take a moment to write down the results of your test. An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt. If the Earth is currently governed by a manner of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is incapable of listening.
Hey, you made it.
Portal gun now. Classic map.
Whoa.
Baited into falling into a pit. Also classic. Hmm. I suppose it makes sense for this to happen, but Richard and Spidda are surprisingly close.
Good. If you feel that a lethal military android has not respected your rights as detailed in the laws of robotics, please note it on
Hmm.
your self-reporting form. A future Aperture Science Entitlement Associate will initiate the appropriate grievance filing paperwork. This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1. You have trapped yourself. Congratulations. The exit door is now open.
Found it. Richard has a PB of 1:16:23, so over a full 10 minutes slower than Spidda's personal best. Of course, this is no SLA. Inbound's no SLA. SLA meaning, or no SLA meaning, no save load abuse. So the players can't use any tricks that would that make use of save loading. So in the case of Portal 2, Super Reportal is probably the best example. Out of bounds clipping or object clipping, I believe. Also make use of save loading. There are a number of tricks.
Well done. The Enrichment Center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone. All Aperture Science personality constructs will remain functional in apocalyptic, low-power environments of as few as 1.1 volts. This next test applies the principles of momentum to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help you. If you are a non-employee who has discovered this facility amid the ruins of civilization, welcome. And remember, testing is the future, and the future starts with you.
Looks Spidda going for the button stick glitch, but he doesn't go for the setup that Richard has, so that's going to lose him some time. Interesting.
That said, if you are simple-minded, old, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start with you, please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better. To ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions or concerns about this policy.
Hey! Oi, oi! I'm up here! Okay, listen, let me lay something on you here. It's pretty heavy. They told me
Incoming Wheatley skip.
never to disengage myself from my management rail or I would
Or would die.
But we're out of options here. So get ready to catch me, all right, on the off chance that I'm not dead the moment I pop off this thing. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's high. It's too high, isn't it really, that? All right, going on 3 just gives you too much time to think about it. Let's go on 1 this time. Okay, ready? 1. Catch me, catch... Ow. Ow. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Plug me into that stick on the wall over there, yeah? And I'll show you something. You'll be impressed by this. Oh, no. Yes, hello. No, we're not stopping. Don't make eye contact, whatever you do. No, thanks. We're good. Appreciate it. Keep moving, keep moving. Probably ought to bring you up to speed on something right now. In order to escape, we're going to have to go through her chamber, and she will probably kill us if she's awake. Okay, I'm going to lay my cards on the table. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go in there. Don't go in there. She's off. She's off. Don't panic over. She's off. All fine. On we go. There she is. What a nasty piece of work she was, honestly. Like a proper maniac. Do you know? Ah! Oh, still held. Still being held. That's a great job. You've applied. Ah! Sorry, I just looked down. I do not recommend it. Ah! I've just done it again. This is the main breaker room. Look for a switch that says escape pod. All right, don't touch anything else. Not interested in anything else. Don't touch anything else. Don't even look at anything else. Just, well, obviously you've got to look at everything else to find the escape pod. But as soon as you look at something and it doesn't say escape pod, look at something else. Look at the next thing, all right? But don't touch anything else or look at anything.
Still very close to the race. Maybe one of these guys will get Hoopy,
Can't see it anywhere. Tell you what, plug me in.
one of the most beloved characters in this franchise. Truly.
Let there be light. That's God. Just quoting God. Oh, look at that. Turning. Ominous. But probably fine, as long as it doesn't start, moving up. Now. Escape pod, escape pod. It's moving up. Okay. No, don't worry. I've got it. This should slow it down. No, makes it go faster. Uh-oh.
Power up initiated.
Okay, don't panic. All right, stop panicking.
And that's one for Spidda.
Oh, there's a password. Okay.
Legend says that he'll run the whole race now. Who knows?
Wait, did I do B? Do you have a pen? Start writing these down.
Power up complete.
I don't. Okay. All right, new plan. Act natural. You've done nothing wrong. Hello.
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me.
You did what? Ah! Oh no! No! Oh no! Ah!
Okay, look, we both said a lot of things that you're going to regret. But I think we can put our differences behind us. For science. Monster. I will say, though, that since you went to all the trouble of waking me up, you must really, really love to test. I love it too. There's just one small thing we need to take care of first.
So now you get to trample over parts of GLaDOS, or they'll get to trample over parts of GLaDOS that didn't get completely burned when Cho threw them down here. Fascinating stuff.
Here we are, the incinerator room. Be careful not to trip over any parts of me that didn't get completely burned when you threw them down here.
See?
The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing. Just like
Although I did say trample.
you have the dual portal.
I could have said, be careful not to trip. But I don't think that would have fit, in the oratory sense. That's not the right word. Who cares?
The important thing is you're back with me. And now I'm on to all your little tricks. So there's nothing to stop us from testing. For the rest
What a
of
wild
the
aesthetic
After that,
Aperture has, though.
I might take up a hobby.
In the abrupt transition from clean to unclean, unstructured to structured, etc., so on and so forth. And then the further rapid design changes
About the mess.
as the game progresses into old Aperture.
Killed me. By the way, thanks for that. Not bad. I forgot how good you are at this. You should pace yourself, though. We have a
And
long
both of them
list.
missing laser intro skip. Now that's something that I haven't seen for a while. Gotta hold your A key, guys. It's not that hard. Probably one of the easiest chambers in my opinion, since it's just a fling.
discouragement redirection cue.
One thing I see interesting regarding Richard's movement is that he does a circle jump
Episode.
to the left, or starting from the left, ending on the right.
You
Now,
are
most people do a circle jump starting from the right and ending on the left. Perhaps that speaks to a person's right or left-handedness. Although I'm left-handed and I start from the right and end up on the left in the elevator. So it varies. Neither one is faster or slower. It's just a matter of comfort.
Horrible person thing discourage you. It's just a data point. If it makes you feel any better, science has now validated your birth mother's decision to abandon you on a doorstep.
We're seeing, or what you will see, right there, is the execution of the laser switch glitch. In short, if you activate a door, or manage to activate a door for one tick, and you press up against the door, the game will let you through. And as far as, from what I recall, this is to make sure that people don't get squished in the door when it opens for one tick. Because that can happen. You can get squeezed by the door and die. So we can use that gameplay adjustment to our advantage. Hopefully we get to see Spidda do Wetmaker. And he gets it, as expected. It seems that many CM runners like Spidda are going for that, or have been going for that, more often in the past couple of years or so.
I'll give you credit. I guess you are listening to me.
And with the new addition of with the change of no SLA rules, people can save load whenever they please. Well, not literally whenever they please, but they can take riskier strats. Take higher risks. There's probably a smarter way to say that. Oh well.
This next test involves the Aperture Science aerial faceplate. It was part of an initiative to investigate how well tested. Here's an interesting fact. You're not breathing real air. It's too expensive to pump this far down. We just take carbon dioxide out of a room, freshen it up a little, and pump it back in.
Fairly standard runs on
The same room full of air.
Catapult. Wait, is this? I believe this is called Catapult Intro. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, Catapult Intro. Now under Trust Fund.
Let's see what the next test is. Oh, advanced aerial faceplates. Well, have fun soaring through the air without a care in the world. I have to go to the wing that was made entirely of glass and pick up 15 acres of broken...
What's interesting about the first couple starting faceplate maps is that they're not really tests. They're more so demonstrations, in my opinion. Although you do have a cool Ratman's Den in Trustfling. So at least Trustfling has an excuse.
Try to avoid the garbage hurtling towards you. Remember before when I was
Ooh, 34, that's not too bad.
standing around being useless? That was a metaphor. I was actually talking about you. And I'm sorry. You didn't react at the time, so I was worried it sailed right over your head, which would have made this apology seem insane. That's why I had to call you garbage a second time just now.
And let's see if Spidda will complete the triple reportal route. And he misses the last one. Happens to the best of us. But he redeems himself in the end. Actually, since Spidda is leading, let's switch the audio to him, just to see if it's any better. It is a little quiet.
This one is broken. Don't take anything with you.
Sounds bad, let me know in the chat.
This next test involves
Sounds-
emancipation grills. Remember, I told you about them in the last test area that did not have one.
Never mind, that does sound bad. What to do? Oh, what? Now she's sort of going for double dialogue skip. There's a trigger that you must hit in order to activate some dialogue, which allows basically the end goal is for GLaDOS to lower the ceiling. But by strategically strategically crouching and uncrouching in the air, you can trigger the dialogue. You can trigger the dialogue 3 times in order to get the ceiling lowered quickly. Standard fare for speedruns of this game. And you saw that he reset when I think he only got one. Although I'm not sure. I've heard the dialogue skip so many times that I don't even remember what the first and second are. Amusing. This is a unorthodox strategy from spidda. Usually a person would go back to the faith plate, but instead decides to use some of his skill, use some of the available flings in the map. Not common, but so I suppose it's a passable backup strat. Both of their movement skills, collective movement skills, look passable, at least for full game runners. Not horrible, but not spectacular either. Although spidda does clearly have a better handle on it. His movement is more controlled, and I think his aim is better. A good example of that occurred just recently when it was going to the raised platform on Ricochet. Shot the orange portal where it needed to. Although, it's not a super precise shot since it's just going up in the air, back down to the portal. Misses box bounce, what a noob. I think Richard let go of the cube too early. Yes, he did. It's a sneakily precise timing. Both of them having trouble in Ricochet. It's very easy to lose time on this map. Oh no. It looks like Richard has given up, in a sense, and is now going for the intended route. And he might he might complete this map before spidda, interestingly enough. This map is kind to no one. Only the best. Just kidding. But it is a tricky route. Looks like they finish around the same time, which is also hilarious. I wonder how long this will go on. Maybe Richard and spidda are the same player. I mean, I'm not sure if I've ever seen them in the same voice chat, so who could know? Who knows? That's the phrase that people use. Who knows? Bridge intro, another run killer, in my opinion. As I was about to say, it's very easy to die on bridge intro, and both of them died. You know what? This is not so bad after all. Maybe this might be the most fun match I've seen, besides the one between AJ and Vortex, of course. But, what you see there, what you see here, or you saw from spidda, I thought both of them were going to do it, but placing a portal next to a thin surface or a prop can mess with its collision. So in an earlier map, you may have seen the players place a portal near a door and push a cube through it, causing the game to think that they were trapped, and then making it so that the door opened. In this case, you could place a portal near some thin glass and then push a cube through it. It's not used that often, but it is useful.
When you die, I'm going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way, future
And spidda misses door skip. I think the trick to getting door skip is that you need to have good acceleration. Good spacing also, but good acceleration, especially in the last few strafes. Because you need to get just under, you need to accelerate so that you can get to the door not too long after it starts glitching out. So they need to be faster than that. But it looks like Richard's just going to wait out the 50-second cutscene. Surprised that he didn't decide to load a save instead. That's what I would have done, at least. And spidda gets cucked by the panel. Never lucky.
I'm going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way, future generations.
You might as well wait for the RNG skip at this point. Another option that they could have had, or another option that they had, was to wait during the cutscene for the door to open. It does glitch out often, which is part of the cutscene, and sometimes it lets you through. But neither of them elected to do that. It could be that Richard will have made the right choice, waiting for the cutscene to end, and looks like that's the result. He will be finishing the map faster than spidda. A sad day. Well, a sad moment, really. Can't really call the entire 24 hours sad because of that. And because of that, we switch to Richard's audio.
This next test involves turrets. You remember them, right? They're the pale spherical things that are full of bullets. Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds. Good luck.
Something interesting. Oh, never mind. I thought Richard was playing without music. Now there are no music cues in this game, as far as I'm aware. Although there is a dynamic soundtrack, so it's not super important. Many people like to have it off. I have it off, even though I listen to the soundtrack myself. Oftentimes. Let's see if spidda gets the reportal route on Bridge the Gap, and he misses it. Rather unfortunate. If spidda keeps up the clumsiness that he has here, he may very well lose. Clumsiness like that. Although Richard isn't too fast either, but he is making fewer mistakes overall. And sometimes between two runners in a race, it's not about who goes the fastest or does the hardest strats, but it's about who's more consistent. Or, I suppose in this case, who dies the fewest times. Not dying is a pretty, sizable time sink in this game. As it is for any game. I mean, not that I know exactly.
On other people it looks fine, but right here a scientist has noted that on you it looks stupid.
Richard could have died there, actually. For some reason, there are times when if you get shot by a turret, and it helps to hold back or hold your S key, but if you get shot by a turret and jump, then you can get boosted.
So that's interesting. It's a small world.
And I believe turret intro is the only, I believe turret blocker is the only map that makes use of that glitch. But for every glitch that you see, there are about at least 20 custom maps that make use of that same glitch, many of them being good. Out of all glitches and tricks and techniques in this game, the most custom maps made around those sorts of tricks are made for bunny hop maps, and b-hopping is the way that you move in this game, and other Source games as well, sometimes even gold Source games like Half-Life. CS Condition Zero, I believe, actually no, duck tapping in that, and ground strafing and whatnot, but no b-hop.
It says
What's interesting is that not every excellent player is also a master at b-hopping or a master at movement. Uh, Although, I mean, the greatest players of this game, they have mastered the movement, but people below that, I think they're still lacking.
In fact, we're headed to your surprise right now. After all these
I think it's one of the ways in
years,
which people can improve the
forgetting
most
about it.
within Portal C speedrunning in general. Spitted just now finishing Column Blocker with a flashy reportal at the end, but he's still slow. How will he make this time up?
Initiate
No idea.
surprise in
3,
3,
2,
2, 1.
1.
I made it all up. Surprise. Oh, come on. If it makes you feel any better, they abandoned you at birth. So I very seriously doubt they'd even want to see you.
And Richard gets both cubes as expected. Sometimes you can get unlucky and have, one cube at the other side of the portal. It can cost you some time. Another sort of death trap at the end of Column Blocker there. Interesting. And Richard does not go for Jerry Skip also.
Hey, how's it going? I taught my way. I know, Jerry. No, I'm on a break, mate. On a break. Ow! Just hang in there for 5 more. What, Jerry? You can't fire me for that. Yes, Jerry. Or maybe your prejudiced worksite should have accommodated a nanobot of my size. Thanks for the hate crime, Jer.
See you in court, mate.
Look, just hang in there for 5 more chambers.
Well, you know the old formula. Comedy equals
Oh, okay. Looks like I have to be early on if I'm doing the quotes. I'm a little bit behind apparently. All right, I'll do my best next time. It looks like Spidda and Richard have similar levels of comfort in full game runs. I know Spidda to be primarily challenge mode or individual level runner, but they've had similar paces on the chambers that that they haven't excessively failed at. So I think that if their late game also has, or if I suppose if the rest of their game has this sort of pace, then Richard will surely win, which is not what I expected to see. Of course, there are about 45 minutes left in each of these runs. Well, not exactly, but given the deaths and how sloppy each of the runners appear to be, it could be that a 115. I believe almost all of the top 10 times are all 104s, which is a new development. Very impressive.
I've got a surprise for you after this
With
next
the world record being a 101,
tragic surprise like last time.
I'll be interested to see if Richard goes for the
Consequences.
CM jailbreak route, and he doesn't.
Hey, Chloe. I'm
I
speaking.
suppose it's understandable. He has a good amount of room to work with.
Look, metal ball.
How many maps does he have ahead?
Ready to do the voice run?
He has several maps ahead. About two maps ahead of Spidda. Maybe 2.5. An interesting approach he takes on jailbreak with regards to the movement. Continuously jumping rather than stopping to redirect.
The irony is you were
In this
always
game, you lose air control,
Why don't you just
or the ability to curve in the air at 300
the
units per
asinine
second.
plan your friend came up with?
So, whenever you change direction, you have to slow down. Or stop, and redirect your speed, which is the most common method.
Come on, come on.
But Spidda finishing laser chaining, finally. Yeah. The ends of Chapter 4 and the starts of Chapter 5 are a good test of a player's movement skills. you'll see this map and then the next few maps, or next couple of maps, mostly being movement based. My sorts of maps, usually, actually. Although I still have yet to get a time that I would deem worthy on escape, unfortunately. Richard is ahead of Spidda because Spidda's bad. No. No. I say the best. I say the best player. What's the word? Or the one who should win is the one who plays best. So even though I had Spidda going in, if I continue to see this form from Richard, then obviously he deserves the win. Richard, no problem getting flashlight skip, which is what we call it for some reason. I think the person who is to be my co-commentator commented on this last time, but I think Portal 2 speedrunners have a really bad time naming glitches and tricks. I don't know. Some names are cool, like Jerry Skip is a cool name. Box Bounce, it's exactly what it sounds like. Wetmaker, it's really stupid. Wetmaker's a really stupid name. Oh, so something interesting. Richard can actually see in that darkness. It's just Twitch compression and other factors, but he can't. I assure you that he can see. He wasn't just hopping around and without any vision. Yeah, McPedro glitch is another one of those things. I think it's more of a meme name, and so, wow, Richard dying while falling down the tubes in Turret Factory.
I am right on time.
Yes, you are. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Well, were you asleep?
Yes, I just woke up.
Okay, I understand. Anyways, now I can do what I've been dreaming to do. I can smother a honey bun with melted Hershey's chocolate. So, I mean, I have to melt the chocolate first, but
I see.
Yeah. I was waiting for somebody to come in and distract from any microwave sounds or I mean, it should be far enough away. But I'm glad to have you here. Very good. And I don't mean that in a passive aggressive way. I do mean it was a little awkward casting alone.
Oh, I see. Well, my bad. The bed was wonderful, and I totally forgot I was supposed to be commentating this. It happens.
Yeah, it does. It happens to the best of us. Yeah. So, I suppose you have the commentary stream up.
Yes, I do. Yeah. Right.
Richard is spanking Spidda on his
spanking him, huh?
Yeah, spanking him on his behind, and that's B for bad.
Wow, you know what? I'm honestly surprised. Spidda was the heavy favorite in this race, wasn't he?
Yeah, he has a he has a 107.28, and Richard has a 116 something. So
wow, Spidda. He's gonna make this a good race. It looks like.
Yeah. I mean, Richard, his skills have been good so far. He's surprised me with his level of movement skills, and also consistency and calmness under pressure, things like that. Important traits to have. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Okay, I'm still like getting set up. Let's see. That's right, the audio mark thing. I mean, I'm guessing you're taking care of that.
Yeah, it's just whoever's ahead, and Richard's ahead, so I have the audio on him.
Perfect.
Yep. Yeah, if there are any changes, I'll deal with it.
Now, Spidda, will Spidda be going for the turret fly? Yes, he is. He's going for the setup. Very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty common. people to go for the fly. I think nowadays, if it was like 3 or 4 years ago, you're like what? Serious? Or maybe, well, maybe not. Let's see, 2014, or when did people start doing the fly? Maybe 2016.
It's when Perro found the setup. Perro found the
Ooh,
consistent setup for it. It's whenever he found that.
I see. Yeah, but before that, it was a. I think a person would laugh at your face. They said if you said, "I want to do the turret fly," in a full game run.
Oh, Spidda hitting the fly
Yeah,
quite easily. It looks like he's gonna need that to
yeah.
make up for lost time. I actually didn't quite catch if Richard tried the fly.
I'm not sure either. I think I was too overjoyed about melting the Hershey's chocolate that I'm about to melt.
I
To
see.
notice, but that also happens to the best of us. Also, I probably should have just said chocolate instead of Hershey's chocolate. This is not a hail corporate sort of thing, but
That's right. You know, you can't. Oh, I can't be doing that kind of thing there,
yeah.
Alex.
All right, Josiah, we're gonna dox each other on stream. I mean, it's not really
All right.
doxing, but yeah.
All right. Now it looks like Spidda is about just over a minute behind, which is
Yep.
easily made up for over the course of the entire game. We just have
Yeah,
to bet on Richard making lots of mistakes.
that is true. They both died multiple times. Although Richard has died. I think, has died twice, and then Spita has died 3 or 4 times.
I see.
Yeah, he
Spidda
died.
using Matte Ambient Light on the shot. Filthy
Yeah,
cheater. Actually,
yeah.
wait, no.
They can do that nowadays, of
That's
course.
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
And what's cool is that both you and I were there for the rule change.
That's true.
Yeah, we allowed this to happen. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say it like that, but yeah. I'm glad that people can use matte ambient light now. One interesting thing that I saw from a runner named Canipia is that whenever he did bad, or I suppose when his splits were bad, he would change the ambient light to red. And whenever he got a good split, he would change it to green. I think for when he got a gold, he would change it to yellow.
You know what? That's actually pretty. That is pretty good. I have to say.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to look at the splits. You can just look at the entire stream, and
Yeah.
or I guess on the whatchamacalls it, the tournament here. And since you're not able to showcase your splits, or at least
Mhm.
people aren't doing them,
Mhm.
it's a very good way to indicate to the audience that you are doing well, or
Yeah.
you are doing poorly.
Mhm.
Well, it was
Mm.
nice catching up. Let's get to business. I hope you brought something stronger than a portal gun this time. Otherwise, I'm afraid you're about to become.
Well, we've got two cutscenes going on.
Yeah. And
Unfortunately,
while these cutscenes are going on, I can tell the story. I blue screened today. Very interesting. However, I cleaned some dust out of my PC. There was a lot of dust, more than I expected. So perhaps I'll be able to render the slender, as they say today.
oh my god, that is old.
Yep.
That is wow. Okay, you had to go there. You had
Yep.
to bring up an ancient meme.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
I mean, it's one of those things that I do.
you are correct.
Mm-hmm. Just a cheeky hello from Wheatley as he crashes through the glass, epic style. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I mean, no, I didn't really, but
Please no. Please no.
okay, I'll spare you.
Substitute core. Are you ready to start the procedure?
Hello, Wilbo.
Core. Are you ready to start the procedure?
Is Wilbo an SS runner or something?
Yeah, Wilbo is what's the word? Yeah, he's a full game and
Oh,
CM
yes,
runner.
it's not called SS anymore. I
Oh,
keep forgetting that.
yeah, I did the same thing. It did take me a while to adjust. So, yeah. So, oh, hello Nexus. You know, I'll say it right now, Nexus. Nexus is a better name than Nexor or Nex. It's always been that way. However, I respect your decision And you fixed demo smoothing in Portal 2, so and that's coming up in my new video. But which is not on hiatus. I'm just very slow, and making videos is hard. But dang it, I didn't have anything else to say. Also, hello, Josh.
There's Josh and there's Keegan. Everyone's saying hi to you, Kes. Wow.
What? That's not, guys. That's not nice.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
And perhaps it's because I was pretty silent for the first half of this, or not first half, but for the initial parts. I didn't know how to cast by myself, but I sort of figured it out along the way. So
I see.
Perhaps I'm slightly more energized now. Is it's why they're saying hi to me instead. Or it could be that the other race has already ended, and they flooded themselves in here.
They might have.
Yeah, I'm not
Kes
sure.
is better than Jet Wash. You know what? I'm gonna have to agree on that one. Kes is faster, and that's for a very specific reason.
Yes. Oh, good one. Very good. Well, we do have perhaps the two best single-player beat hoppers historically. Although I think I'd edge it to you as for who's the best, because I think your maneuverability is better and you can accelerate just. Or I mean, I think I can accelerate just a little faster.
Anything's possible with Sicklebrick's auto hop mod.
That is. Ooh, you mean his? Oh, okay. Oh, I can't really. I don't think I could say the name of that on stream.
No, we're not allowed to say the name of that mod on stream.
So I think it was the bunny mod, and yeah,
had other wonderful adjectives aligned with that name.
Yeah. I don't want to get shut down. You know? People are asking me to 1v1 them. I can 1v1 Lucas in Minecraft. Oh, actually, no. The Minecraft combat system has really changed. That you don't block with your sword. I mean, I've played for most of 2018 and a lot of 2017, but it's still a little weird for me to for you to not be able to block with your sword. You have to use a shield to block arrows now. And there's some other stuff. There's like a charge up system or like a stamina system. All these people want me to fight them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's up with that.
Yeah. 1v1 me and being normal. Shane, you lose. Lizard, you lose automatically. And I'm not normal.
I have to agree with that.
Yeah. And not a bad thing. It's because you are not normal that perhaps it's because you're not normal that your maps turn out so great.
Spidda just one fall behind one Richard right now. Richard maintaining his lead. With these questionable portal stands, I have to admit.
Highly questionable.
This is the shot twice, thrice, force. Wait, that's not a word. 5 times.
I'll forgive you for that one. Yeah.
A 7th, an 8th time. Oh no! Oh no! Richard's throwing it. There we go. Oh, Richard's throwing his lead. Also,
is Richard sponsored by iBuyPower? Jesus.
Might be. There's another ancient meme. Also, what on earth is his portal gun skin?
I think it's. I'm actually not sure, but it's definitely a kit of some sort.
Is that even legal?
Are we
allowed to do that?
I mean, I contact the authorities just in case, but no.
It's Josh twice, apparently.
Oh.
But why? Does Josh even know Richard?
I don't think... I mean, I'm not sure who Richard knows. He is a newer name for me. Oh, man, I have to 1v1 all these people. Jesus Christ. I'm going to be busy.
1v1 me Walmart click and collect.
I haven't even heard of that one.
It sounds like one of their... Oh, Spidda going for the easier shot strategy and hitting it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he probably had an easier time seeing it rather than guessing because he used Mad Ambient-like commands.
That's true. Which is cheating.
Yeah.
It's not cheating.
Yeah, we're just messing with you guys in the chat.
Actually, so one thing I did not consider is ambient light on that shot
Mm-hmm.
Even if you have a bright monitor, you still can't see that shot because there's fog in the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I never considered that when voting for matte ambient light. I guess it's such a minor thing, but I would consider that cheating if that was the only application of it.
Yeah, I think most people were thinking of Turret Factory.
Um,
I mean, that's why I was, or the one where you know, the flashlight
well,
skip.
no, the thing about flashlight skip is though, if you have a super bright monitor,
Mm-hmm.
it's not hard at all. It's not a hard map.
Yeah,
And
but I think
unfortunately, people just didn't have that hardware on them all the time.
yeah.
So
So
that's what I'm saying. That shot is a little bit different because the fog there is not related to the monitor brightness,
true.
is what I was thinking. So I was
Mhm.
saying if the only application, if basically Turret Factory didn't exist, I think we would have voted Matt Ambient Light to be cheating in that sense. But
Yeah.
things are different. Things are different now, you know?
Mm-hmm. Things change. Times change.
Let's see. Spidda going for the report on Cave Johnson. Looks like Richard missed it. And Spidda also misses it, but
Loads of quick save.
that's right.
And I've successfully. I got a little bit of chocolate on my mechanical keyboard, but no matter. I can remove the keys.
I think you could remove the chocolate, but
Oh, I mean, I'm probably going to try removing the chocolate first. Okay, that was successful. Awesome. All right.
Spidda giving up on the reportal, unfortunately.
Yeah. Big noob. I mean, I shouldn't say that.
Did you say big noob?
Yes.
Big noob.
Hello, Portal Rex.
When's next Sam World Record in X? When I get admin back on the leaderboards.
Oh, an ultimatum.
Ooh. Yep.
Mm. You know, Rex calls me the Dark Lord, and I really
He's
like
not
that.
wrong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hello, Mr. Dog.
Oh, nice name, Mr. Dog. Senor Dog, could say.
See, I'm trying not to get fired. I want to earn my paycheck this time.
Yeah.
Hang on a
Oh.
second.
Okay.
Well, Richard's still comfortably in the lead. Easy finish of Bomb Fling's first try. I don't think he messed up a whole lot on whatchamacallit. Whatchamacallit. Repulsion intro, that's the map.
Yeah.
That's what this bit is currently doing, but he'll be doing the backup strategy. That's the word I meant to say. He misses the cube. Wow, Spidda really showing his rust.
Yeah, I think he came into this race pretty sloppy, in my opinion, and that could be why. He very well might lose this race.
Spidda lives on the East Coast, right? So it could just be because it's 9 in the morning for him. 9 in the morning is pretty early. I mean, I just woke up and it was like noon 30.
On the East Coast? No, we're 3 hours ahead.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
Yeah, you really did just wake up, huh? Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Well, still, let's just say that waking up at 3 p.m. is pretty early in my case. Oh my god.
Wow. Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that.
As you can see, I'm a quality person.
Yeah.
Very knowledgeable in all of the sciences and the arts.
Mm-hmm. Most people say arts and sciences, but you know.
Oh, you know what? That's just one. Let's see, one example of my revolutionary style.
Ooh, revolutionary style. You really pulled it together, didn't you? I mean, he's one of the more knowledgeable people to cast with, surely.
Well, you sure wouldn't know from watching.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, normally I wouldn't trust anybody who didn't know the time zones of the East Coast or the West Coast, but, I'll give you a pass.
I mean, I knew there's a 3-hour difference in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So you have to at least give me partial credit.
Yeah. I mean, you got the absolute value right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Richard missing the fling on potatoes. Oh no.
Wait, Portal 3 Super Eyes. What is this? That's the. Okay, never mind. I got distracted by something.
Richard having all kinds of fun on potatoes right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is Spidda's chance to catch up.
Yeah.
Spidda's
And
almost done with Crazy Box.
maybe it just takes Spidda a while. Oh, actually, I did hear Spidda say one time that he's not good at early games, so maybe he's just taking this time to warm up his engines.
Could
This,
be.
this is like an anime.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Which one though? Is that tennis anime?
Yeah, it would be like Prince of Tennis. And that's what I was thinking of. How did you know? Wow. Because it like is in like sports anime in general, there are always these players like they start messing up in the early game, and then the rest of their team is like, oh, he's always like this. I mean, granted, I've only seen like 2.
There's no Jiren in this race. This is like one of the side battles. I'd say Jiren would be like can't even, right?
Ooh, probably. Although that is Dragon Ball Z, right?
Dragon Ball Super technically, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Man, I gotta just read the wiki because I'm a little bit lacking in my Dragon Ball Z knowledge. To answer your question, Techno Blazekin, who's probably just Blazekin 99. I think it's 99 or 98. But anyways, the potato doesn't fizzle when you go through the fizzler because that portal gun is a prop. I'm pretty sure. Or yeah. Or it's a weapon, it's a model, so I mean it's
All
not
right,
a separate part.
Spidda just finishing up whatchamacallit.
Potatoes.
Potatoes,
potato.
that's right.
Richard on the best map in the entire game, obviously.
Oh no. He will not be doing the best route though. He'll be doing the second best route.
Yeah, unfortunate. I mean, if I were to do, I mean, I think I might actually go for it if I was like super behind it, if I was doing a full game run. But I mean, that's only if you practice it a lot.
Richard saving game in the elevator.
A bold strategy.
Oh, Spidda going for the reportal route, and he does hit it rather comfortably. Very nice execution from Spidda.
Spider. Mr. Dog, I'm from the USA. So is my pal Jetwash here. I called him Mr. Dog. I did follow your lead, of course.
Like I said, I want to earn my paycheck this time because I didn't get paid last time.
Yeah.
This is a horrible execution of justice.
Yeah, agreed. Spit on propulsion flings now. Let's see if he. I mean, he'll probably do the normal full game route. Oh, I almost said SS again. Ugh. It's like when broadcaster or like radio people try to cut out ums and ahs and all those miscellaneous noises.
See, I think they're more concerned with that on radio because that's the only thing they can hear. But when we have this wonderful visual medium in between us, it compensates for our uhs and ums.
True. We have much more room to work with.
What's your opinion on the lack of route credits going on in Portal 2? Absolutely criminal. I haven't gotten a route credit on anything in a long time.
You've definitely discovered some routes, right? On a serious note.
I've discovered like 2 or 3 routes total.
Well, some leased portals, although most of them are super impractical, but maybe they're for tasks. But
they're technically possible, and that's all that really counts. Also, Richard having to do the backup strat on
conversion intro,
convert gym
intro. Yeah.
Wow, the map names are just not coming to me this morning. Wait, no, it's afternoon. What am I thinking?
Yeah, it is afternoon. Maybe if you had a cup of Joe. I mean, I don't drink coffee. I don't need coffee for energy, but I
a cup of Joe, huh?
Mm-hmm. Cup of Joseph.
Well, if you know anything about me, you know that my boyfriend's name is not Joe.
I didn't know you had a boyfriend.
I don't.
Oh. Just check. I mean, not okay.
I think Richard's about to hit the thing. He did hit the thing. I called it. His portal was way off to the side.
Oh my
And he
goodness.
ran into the thing. Okay, so now Spidda is actually, I just realized they're on the same map. And if Spidda can hit this reportal quick like actually hit this reportal first try, and he do, that means Spidda's he has a chance to catch up even more so. He has all of Chapter 8 to catch up. I'm not even sure if Richard knows the Funnel Fly routes. But Spidda not getting the double door donk, if I don't even know what it's called. I'm just calling it the double door donk. So that means his run is technically invalid, but we're still going to continue the race anyway.
course. I think that if Richard fails multiple times on the stuck launches, then he could allow spidda a chance to get back into this game.
But looks like Richard does hit the stuck launch at that time. Not sure how many times he tried.
Once or twice.
Okay, so it's up
Oh,
to
he barely
spidda now.
Yeah, he barely gets the shot. And looks like he's not going to go for the second stuck launch, which I've only seen one person hit so far in this tournament.
Oh, spidda going for the challenge mode stuck launch.
Very
I don't even know if that one's harder. I've never been good at either of those stuck launches, so I couldn't tell you.
Didn't you have world record at one point?
On the first one, but like, okay, so I know how to do the first one. The second one, I don't know if I've ever even attempted. I just wasn't a fan. Also, spidda going for the very quick route stuff.
Yes, the very quick route stuff. I agree.
He's going for the stuck launch. In fact, if he pulls it off perfectly, he could catch up to Richard on this very map. See if he pulls it off.
It could be that spidda has his engines perfectly warm and he's about to burst forward with turbo speed. Looks like he's stuck.
Not yet. Now he is.
Now he is.
Oh my goodness. Perfect execution, it looks like.
And he's made it.
He is almost to the same staircase as Richard is right now.
Yeah.
What a wonderful comeback by spidda.
Yeah. Imagine how much faster spidda would be, though, if his early game wasn't I mean, you weren't there, but his early game was quite bad. Full of holes.
Is this stuck launch free? Yeah, I honestly have no idea.
It's literally your only purpose. That cracks me up.
Alright, so if Richard messes up the button throw, which is basically free, I know that, then he's definitely goofed. He's goofed for the entire run.
Yeah.
Also, he's saving in these very weird places. I'm not sure if that's normal.
Yeah, he might be accidentally hitting the save key, or maybe he's just doing it slightly early for some reason. I would save right about then. That's when he saved.
Richard hitting it easily, first try.
Yeah. As most winners do.
Most winners.
Yeah.
And looks like spidda does get it first try as well. In the same exact style, I've been seeing people doing all kinds of crazy shenanigans on that button throw when it's really that simple. You just wall run and then you can walk to the door.
Yeah, I mean, I find button throws a bit difficult, but even I have had no problem getting that throw in my practice. Although that was years ago, but still. I mean, I was worse years ago, so that's, I suppose, a testament to how easy it is.
Ah. I guess it's not so much in the execution, it is in the strategy. People just have all kinds of crazy stuff that they try, and I'm like, no, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's not how you do that.
Yeah, it should be pretty simple to get a consistent working setup, since it is just a cube throw. Let's see.
Oh no, spidda.
So
wasting precious seconds.
Yeah. So I believe Richard got the dialogue skip. Let's see.
Oh, I know, Josh. I know.
Yeah. Didn't we play Mirage with him once, and it was really annoying because I shouldn't say, but you know.
Well, it's
Do you know what I'm talking about? It was
I mean, it could have been a while. I played a bit of Counter-Strike and/or Siege with him recently, so I might have forgotten.
Yeah, it was years ago. It was it was an interesting experience. But actually, I suppose I'll be getting into Siege in not too long.
That's right. We're gonna play Siege right after this race.
Yeah. Looks like spidda's ahead.
Rather interesting. Did you see what spidda did there?
He let it flop to the ground.
But why didn't he just place the portal on the ground so he didn't have to think about it? It would have been rough at the same time because you have to make it go all the way through the ground for dialogue. But I felt like that was a set of unnecessary extra steps.
And with that, spidda is ahead. Interesting enough.
Wait, he is?
Yeah, just slightly.
Oh, did we change the audio?
Yeah, I changed it. Although it's a little quieter.
Oh.
Mhm.
Missing
I-
the cube,
Mhm.
which is, they are like neck and neck. They push the button almost at the same time. Spidda is roughly like half a second ahead,
Yeah.
and he misses the button.
Well, I think they trigger the button just to get the dialogue and then use the funnel.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Now Richard's in the lead.
Ooh, just slightly. Looks like I'll switch back to. Oh no, I closed the tab. But
I got it.
Control Shift S comes back to the rescue. So.
Yes, Rich 6 Siege. What kind of flashlights do I like? The kind that are fake and vibrate. Hang on.
Oh my god. Come on. Trying to get paid here. I gotta feed my kids, yo. Did I say that?
Oh yeah, I forgot you're probably father to like 7 kids at this.
Hey, Ralph! Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay. Just for clarification, I am black, so I can use those jokes as I please. And Jetwish has to pass. Man, dang it, we might not get paid after all.
Oh, Richard. Oh no. Who's gonna hit the button first? Spinna hits the button first. Spinna's in the
just
lead.
barely.
Switch audio.
Oh no.
Richard having a hard time.
Yeah, just
the
let me
cube up
put a
there.
come on, bruh in the chat. And
There we go.
Yeah, there we are. Whew. Although, it does look like Spidda has a. I mean, that is pretty weird. Spidda is ahead by 3 minutes in game, which is interesting. I haven't been watching the timers that much.
So that last test was seriously disappointing. Apparently, being civil.
Actually, has Richard been like doing a ton of save loads or something? Or well, no. Maybe Spinna's doing much more save loads.
Mhm.
Getting that timer to pause all the time.
It could be.
Or maybe he just started early or late. That's the word I'm looking for.
I believe they both started at the same time or very close. It's hard to be exact with these sorts of things, especially since they do the countdown in Discord. But
I have to switch audio. I totally forgot.
oh, I think I. Oh no, yeah, we switched to Spidda now. All this audio switching, my goodness.
Apparently, it's common to go for the.
Portal cut, I believe it's called.
No, it's not. It's called the Great Shot. Okay.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, that's a name. That's a real name. Portal cut. Oh my goodness. Now that I realize.
Yeah, it's the Great Shot. Okay. Shameless plug. I came up with a name after I told someone Portal Cut was a terrible name.
You know, Great Shot is an. I didn't even think of that, and I'm surprised that I did. Yeah. I mean, not to brag about any of my naming skills, yeah. But I played the stream for a second and I thought that you were speaking, so I was like, oh no, I interrupted, but I actually didn't. I'm safe.
Oh.
But anyways, I should have the other stream muted. I mean, I do, but
I mentioned that in the last time talking. I commentated with Mr. Can't Even.
Yeah, Mr. Mackenzie. That's his first name.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Sometimes I call him Mac for no reason.
His first name is Mackenzie.
Yes. What? It's a normal male name.
That is rather unfortunate, I have to admit.
Shut your mouth. Trying to get paid. Spidda going for the shoot. The thing. Funnel fly on. I know this chamber.
Laser catapult.
Yep.
Oh no, he done diddly goofed.
He done diddly goofed. That's right.
He's gonna have to go back onto the thing. And does he just? Oh, he just jumps. Okay.
Yeah.
And he just needs to fall a tiny bit slower. There we go.
He gets it.
This gives Richard a chance to try and catch up. Richard going to the other side of the map for, I guess, a safer strat. It is a much safer strat, albeit I'd say like 1.5 seconds slower.
Yeah. There are about 10 minutes left in each of these runs, or 10 to 13 minutes, but I think that there's still enough variance for the race to go either way. I might edge it to Spidda now, just because his late game does seem to be pretty good.
Does look like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
For
Also,
once.
the combination of honey buns and melted chocolate it's incredible. I've never tried this before, but I've only theorized about it in my mind.
What?
Well, that's what I made or just a few minutes ago. Well, not a few minutes ago. But sometimes I think of really unhealthy desserts, and I'm like, America.
I see.
So I make them.
Wow.
I mean, not all of them work. Most of them do, but honey buns and melted chocolate it's one of those ones.
Honey buns?
You
mean?
have,
I mean, is
Sorry,
it like a
go ahead.
brand or something, or?
It's by Little Debbie. Yeah. It's I'm not sure if you have them on the West Coast.
They don't sound familiar, but also Richard going for the actual intended funnel fly and not flying across the map. This is basically going to mean that Richard's toast for the entirety of the run. He's going to be so far behind.
Mm-hmm. Roasted and toasted. I don't think anybody's ever said that, but it was just what's the word?
And spidda hitting the what do you call it? He didn't hit the dialogue skip, so he's about to get shafted. It looks like. That's another thing that Kenny and I were talking about. I was talking about what it's called when you hit the end of the elevator shaft. He called it awkward elevator, and I said, no, you have to call that getting shafted. Yeah,
I think that is an optimal name. That is a superior name in every respect. No question. Richard having some trouble on prop catch. So it could be that this game is just about over. But you still have to get to the finales, of course.
I think Spidda's got this one in the bag. Maybe this is just Spidda's style, He had us worried for the entirety of the run, right?
Yeah.
But comes in at the last second just to show who's boss, keep us on our toes.
Mm-hmm. Warming up his engines. Now they're burning hot. I mean, not overheating though. Like if you're in a drag race and your engine's overheat because you didn't switch on the clutch thingy because manual driving. People are really memeing on me in the chat.
They're memeing on you.
Yeah, I said on me. I didn't say on us.
Oh, they're saying they can't hear me because you're chewing too loud.
Wait, really? I'm sorry, Gaiden242. Interesting.
Wait, are you eating while commentating?
Well, I mean, I was for a brief moment. I mean,
don't you want to get paid? You want to get paid, right?
Yes, I want to get paid. Well, it's so good!
As you stuff your face even more. So much on the left channel. Is Nuclear trying to say something about my political viewpoints? Too much on the left? Nuclear, come on, this is a politics-free stream.
Nuclear, you can't even get potatoes, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It's an old meme.
Yep, but it checks out, I think. I can still hear Kes. Can we fix this, please?
Oh, Spidda messing up the crouch fly. Oh no.
I hope he has a save that he could load, or else he might just have to restart the chamber. But if it's that far back, okay, it's not. He had a save. Otherwise, Richard might have been able to catch up.
I've decided I'm not going to kill you, okay, if you come back.
What happened to us, Nuclear? We used to be good friends.
Really?
No.
There we are.
What's up with these Knuckles memes going on? Like, I mean,
people trying to bring him back from the dead, apparently.
Well, I mean, you see, I sometimes still use dead memes, but I mean, this is a really dead meme.
Yeah.
Also, Spidda going to the left on this. I wonder if that was faster.
It isn't. I remember there was a brief discussion months ago, or a month ago, about whether it was faster or not. It isn't, but it does, look a bit more unorthodox.
Better be to be noteworthy than actually useful. That's what I always say.
Yeah. He is going back to, or what's the word? I mean, Spidda is gaining a few swag points over Richard, though. You know,
Anything specific?
Well, going on the left, I think
That's true.
I think his movement is slightly flashier, in general. He makes more extraneous portal or portal gun movements or crosshair movements, I suppose. Hello, Goodish, aka retired mod. Much appreciated work done in the past. Overall, good person. On finale 3, Spidda is. Don't know why I talked like Yoda for no reason.
You did. You can't really change that.
I suppose. It's in the history books now, or in the Twitch logs.
It is
something like that. In the annals of history, I think.
All right, Spinna about to hit finale for the final boss fight. Probably one of the hardest boss fights in gaming history.
If this was Flaitzer, we'd be getting a finale 5, but not that we would want it anyways. And if it was Kluger, we might get a finale 6, which we do want because that was a good video.
It was fun to do too, I have to admit.
Yeah. So was Trinity, the one that I did with both of you.
It's just a nostalgia session.
Yes.
We talk about our old memes.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't a meme. I worked on the video for weeks.
Working is basically a meme.
Yeah, basically. But you know what else is basic? Pneumonia. No, wait, not pneumonia. What is it? Ammonia.
Wow. Wow, okay.
Wow. Okay, this is equal to your time zone confusion earlier. So we're
time zone blunder? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the time zone blunder. Oh, much better worded than you worded that much better than I did.
You know, I'm a professional linguist, so yeah.
Oh, I see. So that's how you're so
Richard.
Oh, no. Big mistake from Richard. Big mistake.
It is. Hey mods, can we get like a quick 60-minute ban on nuclear? That's all we need. Just 60 minutes is all I ask. Mods, hello? A linguist? No. Linguist,
no.
That's a silly word.
Languiologist.
A languagizer.
Languagizer. Yeah, languagizer.
Nuclear, stop being upset. No one's paying you any attention.
It's like he's doing the dead game meme, but like for Twitch streams.
It's true.
Yeah.
Silly Nugert. There's an old meme.
Ooh, yeah. Remember Cookbooker?
Cookbooker. I'm surprised that actually he managed to get given YouTube's new copyright strike system. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I think I might still have that. I mean, I think I almost always call Lizard by his first name because it has fewer syllables. But Lizard, I think he had a download for like the MP4 that he used for that intro, and I might still have it. I'm not sure though.
I don't know if you were seeing the swag that Spidda was doing. He was jumping around with 360s before he threw the Danger Sphere in there, just to showcase how dangerous he plays. Yeah,
and at the end, he started some backwards b-hopping, some bit of coordination needed to do that. Oh, he did a backward circle jump, if I can enunciate properly. Hopefully I can. Ooh,
oh no, he missed it.
But he's about to insert really plug on. It's not really plugging in. You're plugging onto it.
I think it's more like a penetration, if we're gonna be honest here.
Well, let's not get crazy with it. Let's not get too out there with our terminology. You know?
The Danger Sphere. I don't care what his name is.
His name's Rick. It really is. Rick.
How come all the other cores don't have names? They're just called Space Core and Fact Core.
Because he isn't. Because they aren't dangerous like Rick.
I guess. Spidda's going for the early moonshot. It looks like.
I hope so.
I have no idea if he got it or not.
Yeah, he didn't get it, unfortunately. Never lucky. So look like Spidda's gonna win this one after all. And that is GG. Oh shoot, I'm ahead of the commentary. I'm stupid. I mean, it doesn't matter anyways.
I'm pretty sure they would have figured that one out.
Yeah.
Switch audio to Richard because he's on the tail end of his race.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, he went a little bit too early to grab that fact sphere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him Porky because he's pink.
Ah, good. You know, what's interesting is that some of his facts are incorrect.
That is true.
Yeah, and I suppose that makes sense because he's a corrupted core, or it's a corrupted core. Don't want to assume genders now.
But then how is Rick corrupted?
Because he's crazy. He's crazy for adventure. That Rick. I feel that voice is just so funny, in my opinion.
It's a little bit too wholesome coming from you, Nuclear. I don't buy it.
Yeah. It is a little unsettling to see Nuclear say something nice. You know?
Yep. Oh, and Richard's almost done.
Yep.
Will he do it underneath in 115? I don't know the timing. I don't think so.
Yeah, although there might be a bit of a discrepancy due to his frequent quick saving, quick loading. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? I believe it's exactly accurate. It's perfectly accurate. If it's set up correctly.
Yeah. So I'm just curious. Did they start at the same time?
Yes, they did. Oh, what I should do is.
Let go! We're in space! Let go! I'm still
Gonna ask Richard if he wants to do an interview.
I can still fix this!
Or Spidda? Either
Oh,
one.
yeah, Spidda said that he couldn't go.
Oh, it's too bad. I'm inviting him anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. This was a really close race.
Surprisingly close. Probably the closest we've had yet, or
Yeah.
one of the closest we've had yet.
Yeah, and part of it because of Spidda's lackluster early game. Although I think he has time to improve it before his next race or before he has to race again. So that should be interesting. Let's see. Oh, I'll mark Richard as done, and he should get a thing. He should get a link. Become a
Oh,
commentator.
we've got no more audio.
Oh yeah, because I marked Richard as done.
I see.
I should. And while we're doing that, I should plug in my external hard drive where I have Rainbow Six Siege lying in wait.
That's right.
Yeah. I was gonna make a raunchy joke, but I realized, now's not the time.
Not yet. Not until
Yeah.
we've collected our paycheck.
Yeah, not a moment before. Let's see. Richard. I wonder
Speed Gaming 3? What? No, we're not done yet. We have the interview. The interview, that's right. Where's Richard? Get
Yeah,
in
they
here,
can't
Richard.
they can't do this to us. I'll just send them my link and see what happens.
That's it. Richard, how do you explain that horrendous No, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
It was not bad. It was not bad at all.
Let's see. Message.
why have games on an external hard drive? So you can bring them around to other computers, and also the fact that it's easier to,
Hello.
buy an external hard drive. Is that Richard?
Yeah.
Hey, Richard. Nice race.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good game, or GG, as the kids say. I mean, I'm only 21, so I mean, I don't know why I'm saying like that. Blah, like that. Excuse me if I can speak properly.
All right. How'd you feel about the race?
It was okay. It was a PB, so that's pretty cool.
Oh,
Hey,
congratulations.
not bad.
But
Uh,
still pretty bad.
yeah,
Any major mistakes that you'd want to microwave yourself over?
Ricochet was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Bridge of the Gap was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was not present for either of those, so I cannot comment. It's up to Kes.
There are some. I mean, both of those maps I think are pretty frustrating. It's pretty easy to fail on those. And so I think before your next race though, you can improve on them. You only what's the word? I think just practicing the route more should do. But what I saw when you were playing is that I thought you had some good fundamentals and I thought you had some good consistency. And there's stuff to improve, but I think that you can do it.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
If you had like a really good run, do you think you would have beaten Spidda?
Probably.
Probably, huh? He had a 110.18. What's your sum of best?
107.21.
107.21. Yeah, you could have beaten him.
Yeah, if I got everything like first try.
Yeah. But interestingly, both of you died on bridge intro.
Yeah.
Almost in the same spot. So that was pretty interesting.
I also died on a lot of the other ones.
Yeah, Turret Factory. You died when going towards the tubes at the bottom of the level. But I mean that's something that it's not super difficult to correct. I don't believe. And hopefully Spidda will be correcting the mistakes that he made as well. He had a pretty rusty early game.
Yeah.
Rusty early game, but he pulled through in the end. Showcased his his skills.
Yeah, that's true.
Any other comments, Richard?
Not really.
You have anything to add, Kes?
That's all. Oh well, practice. Play on some B-hop maps. I would suggest. Sharpen up.
Yeah.
But
my hands were really cold in the beginning.
Oh, I see.
Do you live somewhere in the Midwest?
I live in PA. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just wondering if you're getting hit by that polar vortex right now.
Yeah, it was like -10 yesterday.
It's still pretty cold.
Yeah.
Over here,
Some
I'm
of my
complaining
hands
it was
got
like
really
30.
cold.
It was 30 the other day, and I was like, man, why is it so cold? What have I done to deserve this?
Everything.
Anyway. I'd recommend, I do this a lot, run those hands under some warm water before you play stuff. It works.
Yeah,
Or,
I have like
I
a mini space heater. I just forgot to turn it on.
Or just wear some gloves or some mittens while you're playing. Trust me, they don't get in the way.
Well, gloves probably won't, but mittens probably would.
Alright, well, if we've got nothing else to say, I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We'll end the stream right there. Thanks everyone for coming out, except you, Nuclear. And we'll see you guys at the next race. When's that happening? I have to pull up the schedule.
Yep, there's one that started about 30 minutes ago, and then there's another one later tonight featuring, seems to be a quad race.
Wow,
Or
a four-way race going on.
Yeah, or actually no, I think it's two 1v1 races. But it will be casted by Knipia and Wilbo, so they'll have quite the task ahead of them.
Wait a minute. It says it's being casted by Knipia and Luke on my screen.
Wait, let me refresh. And Knipia and Luke, like I said.
That's right. You did say that.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Alright, well, since Kes brought us in, I feel like it's only natural for me to bring us out.
Mm-hmm.
Take us out. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Anyway, alright. This is Kes and Jetwash signing off.
We don't have a cool caster name? Well, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Yeah, we'll do it next time. We'll do it next time. Also, vote for us to cast the finals.
Yeah, if it comes to that. But anyway, see you guys later.